yourself and Floyd Mayweather Jr. and tonight's bout with Terence "Bud" Crawford, if you can.
No, I think Crawford is way better than Floyd Mayweather.
Don't judge, and the old timers didn't either. Fighters chronologically as much as I do by the amount of fights they've had and the amount of punches they've taken. I judge them that way.
Because he definitely has the skill of a top five, just that he hasn't had the opposition that some guys were able to get. And that's not his fault. He just made one of the best fighters in his weight class look like nobody.
I'd beat him. I'd beat Floyd Mayweather. I'm telling you now, I'd beat Floyd. Terence Crawford accused Mayweather of fighting only for money. He said he has no interest in facing him and never even considered that matchup. To Crawford, such fights aren't about proving greatness, but about hype and large paydays. He claimed Mayweather values money more than real competition, pointing to his exhibitions after retiring. Crawford says Mayweather had his time, but this is his era, and he won't let money-driven offers overshadow his own legacy.
Crawford outboxed Canelo, made Canelo miss, stood right in front of him when he was supposed to. He moved when he was supposed to. Made it look easy. He beat Canelo Alvarez better than Floyd Money Mayweather, which makes him better than Floyd Money Mayweather, in my opinion.
Critics argue Floyd Mayweather's recent returns to boxing are about money, not history. Once praised for his defense and unbeaten record, Floyd now chooses exhibition fights that bring huge checks but little true importance. Observers highlight how often he flaunts his riches, proving he doesn't need to fight for cash yet still accepts them. Many conclude that after retiring, his focus switched to business instead of challenges, leaving fans divided over how his career has unfolded.
Canelo wipes the floor with him. I love Crawford. I told you when Crawford and Spence that Crawford would beat the hell out of him, but Canelo is a different proposition. It's an interesting fight, but I think there's only one winner.
What fight
Why
would
do you
make
feel
the most?
he wipes the floor with him?
What?
Is it because of the weight difference?
Because Canelo, Canelo is used to fighting at a particular level, and and I don't think that Terence can hurt Canelo, but Canelo can hurt Terence.
Do you think the welterweight Boots Ennis would stand a chance against Crawford? Or?
I have no idea, but I know that Boots Ennis is a tremendous fighter and a great talent. Whether he'd stand a chance with Crawford, I don't really know, because at 147, Crawford is, I think, unbeatable.
Former champion Timothy Bradley has spoken openly about a possible Crawford-Mayweather fight. He says Floyd always struggled with southpaws, and Crawford's flexible style would create serious problems. Bradley praised Crawford's stance-changing, sharp timing, and ability to adjust during fights. He believed those skills could cut through Floyd's defense and cause damage. Bradley even claimed Floyd's untouchable image is overrated, arguing that Crawford's creativity could break it, fueling debates between both fighters' fans.
And he say he might be better than Mayweather. I can see it, because Crawford got a little bit of Mayweather in him, but he got the offense going on. It's not like all defense, blocking everything, points, you know. Crawford can actually hurt you. He's actually a fighter. He'll fight you. You know, he'll box you, but he'll fight you too. He ain't no joke.
Argue that comparing Crawford with Mayweather is not fair. They stress Floyd's resume includes many more world-class opponents. While Crawford's run is impressive, they say his record doesn't yet match Mayweather's depth in history. These critics believe Mayweather's greatness is already secure, while Crawford is still adding to his career. From their perspective, Crawford cannot yet stand on Floyd's level until his legacy is fully finished.
Of all the fights, you've had 50. Who would you say was your toughest opponent?
You got guys that punch hard and hit hard, and you got guys that come out and win a few rounds, but nothing really was tough. I've been in a boxing gym, and guys have given me great sparring and great work. They say ass whooping will humble you. I go home and say, you gotta tighten up, champ.
Yeah.
You gotta get it together, champ. And then sometimes I go home and say, is this for me? I make mistakes, but I strive every day to be a perfectionist. And we all know God only made one thing perfect. and that's my boxing record.
You know, I didn't have to have 70 fights or 150 fights, 300 fights. Did I not beat the most world champions?
Yes, you did.
Okay. And in the least amount of fights?
Yes, you did.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
All right.
Everybody acting like Bud is the next Mayweather. You're wrong. Mayweather didn't get hit. Bud gets tagged by guys who aren't even elite. Who on Bud's record compares to Floyd's opponents? Exactly. Floyd wasn't touched by top fighters, but Bud is getting hit by average ones. And now you think Canelo wouldn't land on him. This unfiltered fan reaction shows doubts about comparing Crawford's defense to Floyd's legendary ability.
You know, he was a little frustrated in there, but that's part of the game.
And last question is, I know it's right after the fight. Have you feel yet the significance of this win and what it means in your legacy and your career?
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know? But for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Terence, when did you know that you were going to beat him? Over here on your left.
When he signed the contract.
He seemed to focus mostly on body punches, and you were hitting him in the head a lot. Was it your reach that gave you the advantage?
It was everything. You know, he wasn't hitting the body or anything. He was hitting my elbow because I was blocking it. But, you know, I think I was the better man tonight.
Boxing analyst Showbiz the Adult gave a bold take, ranking Crawford above Mayweather for one reason. He pointed to Crawford's win over Canelo Alvarez, saying Floyd, despite his greatness, would never have taken that type of risk. Showbiz explained that Crawford jumped up in weight to fight a prime, powerful Canelo, while Floyd carefully selected timing and opponents. That fearless choice, he argued, lifts Crawford's legacy above Mayweather's safer career, challenging Floyd's perfect status in history.
To be honest, when I set my sights on doing something and I know what I'm capable of, it's not like a surprise to me. It's a surprise to y'all because y'all didn't believe me, you know? But for me, I knew I could do it, and I believed that I could do it. I just needed the opportunity.
Terence, when did you know that you were going to beat him? Over here on your left.
When he signed the contract.
He seemed to focus mostly on body punches, and you were hitting him in the head a lot. Was it your reach that gave you the advantage?
It was everything. You know, he wasn't hitting the body or anything. He was hitting my elbow because I was blocking it. But, you know, I think I was the better man tonight.
Interestingly, Terence Crawford himself is tired of endless comparisons with Floyd Mayweather. He has said he doesn't want that fight, reminding everyone Floyd had his time in a different era. Crawford insists this is his era, and fans should value what he's achieving now. He admits Floyd's greatness, but believes legacies should not overlap. To him, comparing a retired boxer to an active one is unfair, especially since he is still building his own chapter.